Hey everyone, it's Drew again. Today I'm going to show you how to make 3 different flowers. I don't have my third flower, so the third one will be made out of lacing, but basically these are what the flowers look like. They are scrunched ribbon or 1-inch wide, whatever you want to use flowers, fabric flowers, and so they're really pretty to add on your layouts. This one's a burlap flower. I'll be showing you how to make all of them. And the tools and materials needed are a needle and thread. Again, this is a super easy sewing one. You could even, I don't think you can glue this one if you wanted to. You really couldn't. The other one you could, but, sorry, my phone just went on. But you're going to want a 6.5-inch strip of whatever you're going to use. This is a 1-inch satin ribbon. So I have a 6.5-inch strip of that. I have a 6.5-inch strip of burlap, and this is just from like burlap yardage that you buy at your local fabric store, and I just cut it at 1 inch width, and I just cut it at 6.5 inches long. And then I have this probably around 2-inch lace, let me check, 1 3/4 inch lace, and I'm going to show you how to turn it into a 1-inch lace by folding it and iron pressing it really quickly, and then you can make a double layered flower out of that one. It gives it more texture. You're going to need assorted buttons or prima roses. I have one. I'm going to use a prima rose for the black lace. For this one I'm going to use a pink button, the satin, and then I'm going to use this really neat button for the burlap. So let's get started with these, and I will be fast forwarding or speeding up the video. So I'm going to first start off with the satin, and you're going to need a needle and thread, and the thread I use is Fireline, and I had a couple questions of where to get this. I think it's available at Michael's, but any local bead store will carry it. And you're going to need about 14 inches of that, and I will be speeding this up. So you're just going to take your thread, and you're going to go kind of about probably a 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch away, and you're going to go in and out of your ribbon all the way down, and just keep it at the same length.
When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. He broke his own heart, and I watched as he tried to reassemble it. And my mama swore that she would never let.
And if you could see, it is stitched all the way along the ribbon, and it's scrunched up on the little piece there. And you're just going to take it, and you're going to tie a knot. Oh, you don't even need your thing anymore. I don't even know why I kept that on, but you're going to tie a knot, and it's just going to scrunch up into a little formation. And it's going to tie it into a couple knots. 3 or 4 tight knots will work good. So I just did 4 knots on this one, and I'm going to clip off the excess using some scissors. Don't want to clip my ribbon. So these are really, this thread's really thick, so. Okay, and then you're going to have the base of your fabric flower, and you're just going to trim off any fraying from the satin. Okay, so you'll have a really pretty flower that looks like this, and you're just going to take your hot glue gun or whatever type of glue you want to use. I prefer glossy accents or a hot glue gun. If you don't want to wait for your hot glue gun to heat up, use glossy accents. It works really good. And I'm just going to take that, and I'm just going to press it down into the middle of my flower. So as you can see, that's how you make the satin flower. They look the same. Now the flower I'm going to make is... Did the lights just turn off? Huh. Okay, well the next flower that I'm going to make is using the burlap, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. I need to cut another strip of my Fireline thread. That was weird. I thought the power just went off. My friend just lost power at their house, so I'm guessing we're going to be losing ours soon. but that's alright, because it's still daylight. And I'm just going to stitch in and out like I did on my last flower as well. And I'm going to kind of do longer stitches because the burlap's not going to ravel up as much as the other one will.
Let herself forget. And that was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love if it does.
Okay, so I have my burlap all on my little piece, and I'm going to do the same exact thing with this one. You're just going to tie in a knot, a tight knot, tighten up your knot a lot, and you're just going to tie this into 3 or 4 very tight knots. Okay, so I think that should do it. Don't want to fling it across the table. I'm just going to trim off the excess. Okay, and you're just going to kind of play with your flower, fluff it up a bit, so you're going to have a really pretty flower. And then I'm going to add some glue to the center of my flower. That was kind of a lot of glue. And I'm going to place the button in the center of it. Just going to press down for a couple seconds. And that is how you make the burlap one. On this one I just used a moonstone rock, gem finding piece, whatever you want to call it. Okay, on the last one we're going to be making the lace flower, and you're going to need an iron, and you're just going to fold it over about until you have it 3/4 of the way up, and you're going to take your iron and you're just going to press that down. So I'm just going right along and pressing down that fabric. Not sure if this lace is going to press. I've never pressed to this lace before. I'm actually doing this on camera while you guys are watching. So I'm just going to kind of go along and press down this lace. I don't really want it to shrink. You know what? I'm not even going to press it down. You don't even need an iron. I'm just going to stitch it 3/4 of the way up. And I'm going to take some more of this really nice thick thread. And you're going to use your needle. Thread your needle, and you're going to, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just kind of pulled it up so it's about 3/4 of the way up, and I'm just going to stitch it all the way down. And I'm not going to do big huge ruffles on this one either.
Does not exist, but darling, you are the only exception. You are the only exception. You are the only exception. You are the only exception.
Okay everybody, so I did get it through, and if you're wondering why I was pressing against the table, it's because I have glue on the end of my needle, and it was kind of stuck on there, and it wouldn't go through this that well. So then I'm just going to take it, and I'm going to do with the same exact thing, tie a couple knots to make sure that it is secure. Just going to do 3 knots. And you're just going to cut off your excess threading. You're just going to kind of fluff up your flower just so that you get a nice form. And you're going to have a nice ruffled lace flower, if you could see that. Kind of zoom in for you. Really pretty nice ruffled lace flower. And then I'm just going to take some glue and add a little dab of glue to the middle of that ruffled lace flower. And I'm going to attach on the Prima baby rose. And this is a pink baby rose. So that is how to make the lace flower. So these are all of the flowers again on which I did today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and it helped you out with a couple different flower techniques and ideas. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye everybody.
Well, maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts.